So I ran into a little bit of a problem. I got a cobalt gray Glock 26 frame. This is the second Glock 26 frame that I got. I got the robin's egg blue one too. Did the robin's egg blue one. Robin's egg blue one had a jig this color. I tossed it, threw it away already. This is the jig that I had for the Glock 17 frame. But this one came with a different colored jig. I didn't think much of it, right? No biggie, it's just a different color. Here's the thing. I drilled the holes. Where do you see that? Perfectly through, according to the jig. See that? I go to throw the rails things on it, and well, they don't line up. The holes don't line up for the rails and the locking block and everything. The rear rails, nothing. And I'm like, what the heck, man? That ain't right. And they're off big time. So the Glock 17 jig was flawless. Everything lined up perfectly when I drilled the holes. All of it, right? So I go to test fit this thing. Hopefully you can see this. There's no light coming through. Let's put that, force that back in there. See, there's no light coming through because when they made this jig, just by looking at them, you're not going to find too much of a difference, right? Not going to find too much of a difference. But if you measure from here to here, here to here, there's about 1/8 of an inch difference. So this moves this jig forward, moves this forward in the jig. Even though when you compare the two together, the holes, even for the holes, line up, right? Holes line up. There we go. You can see this right here. See the light going through the holes? You got the geometry here off. Pushes it forward 1/8 of an inch. Well, maybe 1/16 of an inch, whatever. And about 1/16 of an inch, which means my holes are now 1/16 of an inch off on this frame. So I did all the finishing on the frame, sanded it down, drilled the holes. Now this frame is all bad thanks to having a jig that is out of spec. So I'm gonna contact Polymer 80. Actually, I already did call them. Unfortunately, they are not there because it's the holidays. So hopefully soon someone's gonna call me back, and hopefully I can get this issue fixed. If they send me a new frame, I'm not gonna throw the jig away for the Glock 17. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna use this jig to drill the holes for that frame, and I'm gonna S-cam this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send them this video too, just so they can see all of that. But yeah, that's the problem. When they molded this, they said you can kind of see, you can see the difference there. This is a lot more forward, so it pushes it forward, even though the holes in relation from here to here are exactly the same. It's just that this moves the frame forward because of this bigger gap, and it doesn't. Nothing lines up. The rails, the holes for the rails, nothing lines up. So what I'm going to end up having to do is take this frame, cut it in half, and give it to my local police department out here. It's a sheriff's department, I think, out here, because I'm just visiting him out here in my parents' property out here in Texas right now, and have them destroy it. Thanks a lot. You guys have a good one.